Good morning, team. Welcome back to The Commute. If you're new here, my name is Michael. I'm a school teacher. This is my daily drive to and from work, where I spend 20 minutes having a chat with you. It's like a podcast, but in the car. If you enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, it helps out immensely. You'll know when I next upload. Now, today's video doesn't have a topic. I don't actually have anything in mind to talk to. It's just to catch up, what I'm reading, what I'm doing, what I've been up to, what's happening at work. As I said, it really is just a spontaneous video and we'll see where it takes us. I've got Elle King on the radio this morning. I don't know if it's the vibe I'm looking for. She's got some chill stuff that I do like this track, pretty good. She's got a great voice, Elle King. I think this album came out 2014. I remember my dad being obsessed with it when it came out. This is the album that had X's and O's on it. Very famous song. Back in the day. Gosh, it is back in the day now. That was ages ago. Wishing your kiss. Never get stopped at these lights. This is odd. But yeah, I was going to talk about what I'm reading, what I've been up to. I suppose first things first, I'll talk about what I'm reading. If you haven't watched any of my recent videos, I've just started a book called Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. I'm about 120 pages in. So really enjoying that at the moment. It's a Western, which isn't my genre, but I just finished Shogun by James Clavell, and I saw so many people recommending Lonesome Dove because it's this big American historical epic, which is possibly to the same scale as Shogun was. I really like big books. That's my thing, which I'm finding. I'm kind of discovering myself as a reader and figuring out who I am as a reader. And I've figured out that I like really big, ginormous books that take forever to read, so that I have time to craft a world in my head, craft the characters, and get really attached, as I said, to the people in the story. So Lonesome Dove's another big book. It's a 1,000-page book at least. Not quite as big as Shogun. Shogun was nearly 1,300 pages. Lonesome Dove, in the mass market paperback that I'm reading, is about 1,000 pages. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really liking the dialogue. I hate books with rubbish dialogue. And I think that's what I struggled with Musashi. I only got about 50 pages in, but I thought the dialogue was pretty average, which is why I've put it down. I know I will like the book, but I need to come back to it at a different time. But yeah, Lonesome Dove's dialogue is fantastic. The banter between the characters is brilliant. It's made me chuckle a couple times. And Larry McMurtry is really good at painting a picture in your head. Makes it very easy to craft the world. But to be fair, in a Western there's not much to craft because it's just desert. But yeah, light spoilers. As I said, I'm 100 pages in. They have just had one of their comrades arrive back at their ranch, and he's speaking of Montana and how it's this unsettled land and could bring greater fortune to all of them. And so they're in the talks of moving up to Montana. Good song this, but not the vibe. I need something gentle. Cocaine Carolina, beautiful song. This is possibly my favorite Elle King song, Cocaine Carolina. Beautiful, beautiful track. Such a good song, quite melancholic, but it's great. Cocaine Carolina, down your bone. It's been so long since I've heard this, wow. From home. But yeah, they're about to rustle up 40 odd horses for a sale they're about to make, and they're just trekked into Mexico. So as I said, I'm just at the point of there it is. I came in a bar too early. See, things will come. ADHD brain, I can't focus.
Easy things will come.
It's terrible, I don't remember the words. It's been a long time since I listened to it. I'm trying to sing to it, but I can't remember the blinking words. But long story short, I'm really enjoying Lonesome Dove, and from the first 100 pages I've read, I'd highly recommend it. It's definitely slow to start, but it's establishing characters, it's establishing relationships, and it's establishing the mundane that these characters have lived in for the past decade, because they used to be rangers, they used to be cowboys. Now they're just stuck in Lonesome Dove, which is a really dreary old town that doesn't have much going on. Wow, the clouds are really funky this morning. Wow, those look like, wow, those are cold. They're really like twisty-turvy. It looks like a Bob Ross painting. It's fantastic. Those are great clouds. But yeah, that's me book-wise. I'll be very interested to see how I read The Hobbit. I haven't read The Hobbit yet, and I know it's a very short book, but it's regarded as such a fantastic story. I'll be very interested to see how I go with that, because I like big books. I like books I can soak in and immerse myself in and get lost in. As I said this morning, I was reading it, I was getting to a really good bit that they're about to steal 40 odd horses. I lost track of time. I was like, oh my god, it's 7:20, I need to go to work. So I very quickly rushed out the house. Good thing I checked my watch when I did. Beauty of having a watch. Carries a lot, this watch. Got it for my 15th birthday, and I've worn it ever since. It's from my mum and my dad. All my the only jewellery I will wear is if it's gifted from someone. It's like Pounamu. You don't buy Pounamu unless it's gifted to you. I'm the same with jewellery. This ring I got with my auntie in London, and it's nothing flash, it's literally just stainless steel, but it carries that memory with it. As I said, my watch carries my mum and my dad with me, which is quite nice. Quite nice. I'm going to merge over for this biker. My dad's a biker, for anyone that's interested. He loves riding, and I used to ride as well. I used to ride motorbikes. It's one of the things that me and my dad really bonded over. But long story short, as I was learning to ride, I took a corner too wide and I slid out on gravel, and it was like a cheese grater. I won't delve into it, but it wasn't pleasant, and it kind of scared me off bikes. So I haven't ridden in quite a few years. This is another really good song, Song of Sorrow. 100 years, I've no idea which direction to go. This is my song of sorrow. Such good songs on this album. This is my song of sorrow. Oh yeah! We are alive, baby. Oh, good song this. No sorrow. But no, I recorded a video last night about losing my passion for gaming, and once I concluded recording that, I thought about how on earth I could get back into that passion, and because it is a lovely hobby and I love gaming. As I said, it's like a movie, but you're the main character. But as I said, I've already talked about it, so I won't talk to it again. If you want to watch why I lost my passion for gaming, watch the video I just uploaded, it'll explain a lot. But long story short, I was playing games for the sake of completing them and not for the sake of being curious and wondrous and exploring every nook and cranny. So I've put a pit stop on Red Dead Redemption because I approached that in a manner of wanting to just complete it. And I've actually delved into BioShock 1. I got BioShock the collection on Nintendo Switch because I never owned it on my Xbox 360. It was a bit too grown up for me when I was playing the Xbox 360. I was too young to play that. And in which direction to go? Singing, man, I can't seem to find my way back home. But no, I booted up BioShock 1 last night. And I only played about 50-60 minutes. But I really made an effort. There's a golden retriever on the reserve. Love golden retrievers, they're probably my favourite type of dog. Wow, my brain is very here, there and everywhere today. Booted up BioShock and it was wonderful. I really made an effort to play curiously and slow down and look around and explore everything like I did as a kid. Or like my partner plays games. My partner's a completionist. She's got to see everything the game has to offer. And it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So I think I'm gonna have a good time with BioShock. It's also it's unlike something I've played. It's quite creepy. As I said, it's set in this underwater world. I've got a copper coming up behind me. Gonna overtake me, is he? You always feel like nervous driving past coppers, even though you're doing nothing wrong. It's like, ah! I promise I'm doing the right thing. But yeah, it's set in this underwater world. Long story short, as I said, I'm only an hour in, but the plane's crashed. The people in Rapture aren't very nice and they want to kill me. And I've got to find this guy's family. So, story-wise, it's pretty light so far, but gameplay-wise, it's great. And the world's beautiful. So I'm enjoying that. And I went on a double date last night. Of all things. George has made a new friend. And they met through book club. And she asked us out to a double date. And we went to Rice Baby, which is this lovely Vietnamese restaurant. Affordably priced, great food, lovely vibes. Highly recommend Rice Baby if you've never been. I get the banh mi, which is like this beautiful Vietnamese baguette. Quite spicy though. If you can't handle spice, take the chilies out. Because even for me, it's quite hot. And I got the deep fried pork spring rolls, which are beautiful. Maybe not the healthiest, being fried in deep fried fat oil. Deep fat oil, what's it called? Anyway, it was lovely. And I feel like we've made some new friends. We had some really lovely chats. And we were only there for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But we had a really lovely meal, connected with some new people, stepped out of our comfort zone, because I'm not great when it comes to meeting new people. But it was really, really lovely, and I think we have actually made some new friends there, which is cool. So yeah, that really filled my bucket last night. I felt very contained, because I think that's what's lacking in my life at the moment. Is the social life. I feel quite absent socially. I think a lot of 20-year-olds experience this, or people in their 20s. Whilst it's a huge time of change, it's also quite a lonely time for some. As you adjust to life and adjust to being an adult, and you move away from your high school friends, and everyone begins new lives and new chapters. And gosh, I really miss my high school friends, because to this day they're probably the people I'm still closest with, and I love them so much. But they're on the other side of the country, so I don't get to see them as much as I'd like to. Hello if you're watching this, by the way. You know who you are. But yeah, so as I said, I need to branch out and make those new connections in my new life here on the other side of the country. As I said, I moved out of the halls of residence, I finished my degree, so that chapter's slowly winding down. And now my main social circle is work, and as I said, the people in my team, the staff at my school. And I wouldn't call it a social life, but the people I hang out with most are my students, who I love very, very much, but it's not the same. I'm trying to find purpose outside of work and find out who I'm meant to be when I'm not in my job, because I've got great purpose at work. Right now I'm trying to find purpose at home. But yeah, that's me really. What are we doing this week? We're doing sequencing MS? I can't remember. Monday, Tuesday we did sequencing forwards and backwards. Quite frankly, I can't remember what I've planned for today. This is why you record your planning, so you can sit down at the start of each day and read through what you've got organised. Literacy, we're reviving CVVC, which is consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, 2-letter words, because my kids, I don't think, are quite ready for CVC yet. I still want them to grasp the concepts of sentence structure and a lot of those foundational ideas. And I think it's really important to scaffold them to success, not to rush them ahead too soon. So we're spending another week on it. Reading wise, I've got, as I said, my pre-readers, which are going really well, and my CVVC readers are just about to move on to the next concept, so they're progressing quite nicely. But hey, that's me. Thank you for tuning in. Spontaneous ADHD random impulsive episode with no structure or rhythm to it, but hey, I hope you've enjoyed. Love to you and your family. Hope you've got something to look forward to today, something that's going to make you smile and laugh. Yeah, I hope you're content. Don't fret about whatever you're worrying. Life's short. Way too short for fussing and fighting. But hey, thanks for tuning into The Commute. I'll see you in the next episode. Ka kite.